Hello YouTube buds, I hope you're doing well. I usually don't do art haul videos, but I did get a bunch of art supplies that I ordered. Some I got from Michael's, actually just a small amount from Michael's. Blick was where I got the other things. I really needed was a new drawing board. This is from Michael's. It's big. I mean, this is the big thing. It's huge. And this one is 23 by 26 inches. My main reason is my current drawing board doesn't fit 16 by 20 size, and I want to be able to do those. There were other brands available. I think there's just mainly two. This one's Art Alternatives. I can put it on my tabletop easel is what I use. And I often use just my lap though, and have the top on a table that's portable. And so I can slant the art toward me that way. So you have to figure out what's right for you if you're an artist. This starter kit from Michael's is the 5-color one: permanent red, Hansa yellow, ultramarine blue, titanium white, and black. It would be cool to open this up, but I haven't figured that out. That could be part of this video. But underneath this, in this kit, comes these little cute soft tools. So you can start with these. It's not the knife version. And at the bottom of this is these other soft tools. Look, this one. This is a wine opener. It's got a knife on it. I don't have a proper, I do have an X-Acto knife, but not a box cutter. I don't think. I've got to look. I never use it. I use this little knife for opening things. So a large handheld sponges. This one actually has a slot in it. So, oh, there is a round one, but I don't have the round knife. I probably can stick that knife in there and use the round one. And there's this little handheld, like almost like a little, I've never seen a makeup brush, but that's what it looks like to me. Like a little pointy brush with a handle. That would be fun to show you, but I'll be darned if I'll be able to get this open. I mean, I don't think, it's a George thing. I just don't think I'm gonna be able to get it open in a timely manner. Don't tell anyone. Don't embarrass me. All right, now if I say don't embarrass me, that's about you not embarrassing yourself in front of me, right? Probably not using that phrase correctly. Don't embarrass yourself, George. See, if you talk in the third person, then it kind of works, I suppose. All right, I can't get these open. I don't think. It's definitely not intended for people named George. It says that right on the label. It's right there. It is kind of neat. Oh, they're inside there. They screw into each other like that. This is what I wanted to show you. Isn't that cool? Now this handheld one, I'm gonna get this pastel stuff all over me. That's pure handheld. And this will certainly help me to achieve something to try, which is looser painting, because with colored pencil and pastel pencils, which I mostly have, that's gonna be very precise, or I can be as precise as I want. I don't think I can be as precise with this pointy sponge. So I find it very strange that these unscrew. Wait a minute, they better have. Do you mean to tell me that I must keep them together like that? To seal them? That they each don't have their own cap? Now I'm gonna tell you, that seems very strange to me. What's the purpose of that? I guess that's just the design of the starter kit. The top one has one. All the others, you have to take out and use them all and put them in something because they seal each other. In some way, that's an interesting saving of plastic because we waste so much plastic, and you all know that. I'm just amazed how much plastic we waste, and the ones that aren't recyclable, all the caps to things aren't recyclable. I'm glad to see the individual ones not part of a kit are more logical. That took a long time. So And I had to make the decision, do I want to do pastels, including for sale? And how do I word that if I put on my website already, brand new website, saying I use the highest rated colored pencils, lightfast? Well, then how can I say, oh, but if you want pastels, I use medium rated? Well, why? It raises too many questions for me. And you can find a unique way to order just the very highest. I think the purple is only 1 star. There's not even a 2-star, for example. That's what I'm referring to. And red was lacking in some of the pit pastels in terms of getting the highest rating. I'll go over that list. Purple, definitely. Green, very limited. No olive green that I could find. These are my solutions for that. I am using no 2 stars either, and I substituted in PanPastels for those, which were highest rated on their chart. So you've got to decide if you want to go through all that. It will cost you a bit more to order them all individually versus sets. There were way too many, like I said, 1 star rated out of 3 in the sets for my comfort level. For pastels, chromium green, chromium oxide green shade, a darker, when they say shade, they're a darker version of it. And then I got a phthalo green, a bright yellow green, extra dark. I know I chose that because there is no olive green yellowish available. I love in the colored pencil, my favorite color, one of my favorite colors actually. Not available by that name, certainly not lightfast anywhere in the brands I checked. So this I chose, switch off. What does PanPastel have? These are all highest lightfast rated. In fact, most of the PanPastels are. There are exceptions, and that's probably why they cost so much more. They cost a lot more. So I wanted to limit the choices and colors that I wanted to pick. Very happy with that. That looks great. Phthalo blue. I mentioned the violet. I probably already showed that one. So pit pastels. Well, there's the number, not the color. That's not going to be an easy chat then. The colors on the bottom, I can tell you that I can list them at the end of this, and that's about the best that I can do. And hello, I'm going to show a number of the Faber-Castell pit pastels that I bought. The reason is I have the sheet of numbers in front of me. It might be nicer to show these as I go and make the test strips. Alright, I've got out some of my Cans and Me 10s pastel paper I use for charcoal, which should be fine for at least color testing, and I'm probably going to try a different paper. Let's just put down some of these colors, and you will see, you can see the nice pattern if you like a pattern in your paper that develops. And this is a darker paper, but you can still see the color. Carbothello, and that's their Caput Mortem Violet, which is like a dark red violet. And that's my substitute color for red violet that I could not find in any other place of the 3 brands. You know, I'm sure PanPastel has a similar color, but Pit Pastel did not have a lightfast one that was on the higher end. Let's go through the numbers, and I'm going to just show these kind of quickly. The Venetian red, and this is not the colored pencil, these are all the pastels. I'm not going to show the PanPastels with this. Just all these unnamed. I don't know how I'm going to do that with no color names on the pencils, but I do have my computer on where I have my list now. And so that's a very nice red and colored pencil. I'm sure it will work just as well in the pastel. 189, oh good, this is another red, a much lighter one. This is cinnamon, And I have this in the colored pencil from Faber-Castell as well, the Polychromos. This is a nice color for some skin tones, and it is not as pink or abruptly pink as the flesh color is. It's much lighter. 186. This is the terracotta, which I wanted to try because it was the one that looked the most orange, and that was also a high lightfast. That's very nice. I think that will have some good use. Terracotta. And I'm looking for that one quick. And it's light ultramarine. Very nice. Burnt umber is a dark brown. And of course, you could add white to these. And I'll have to see if that does well as how white blends into it or not. Speaking of which, I wasn't going to show the whites. This is the soft one. I don't know what that means. Let's add a little white to it. Why not? And I'm not testing the colored colorless blender, which is in PanPastel, to see if that does anything. So that will be rather quickly turn. Oh, okay, the white is quite white, so that is a good blending of that very dark brown and a very bright white. Nice tan. And another brown is, Van Dyke brown is a very important brown to have. I find it's a flatter brown. It's not as rich, it's not as reddish at all. Burnt sienna is a very red brown. I don't know if I ordered that one. We'll see when I get to the colors. I don't think I did, or they may not have it in the light fast, the most light fast. We will see. This is a yellow. 184 is dark Naples ochre. Very nice. Yep. I don't like a lot of yellows. This is the one I like the most. This is the one with Venetian red that when blended makes my favorite orange. How's that coming along? It's a blending. It's getting orange. See? You make your own orange, and that's what I've been doing for most of my oranges. And then that terracotta one, 2 steps below that one, is still nice. That'll be good. Ivory. This one is just basically an off-white. Let's put it next to the white. And so it's like a cream. What's this yellow I have in my hand? Oh, light chrome yellow. I did get another yellow. I should have put it next to the other yellow, but that's all right. A lighter yellow, chrome, very colorful yellow, dark Naples. You can see it's a mustard type color. That's nice. But if you need a bright yellow, that is a good one to get. The one I just showed. 151. Oh, helio bluish red is a very nice blue. It's quite intense. And so I use mostly Prussian blue, but this is also a good one to have on hand. It's very nice, very intense. That one looks almost a bit darker than in my colored pencil version, but do I have Prussian blue? I should have ordered that, unless it wasn't available. 149. This is a nice blue. Oh, sorry, I think that's the turquoise. 149. Bluish turquoise. That is kind of a must-to-have, too. Is this that funny green? Yes. Cobalt green is a strange green indeed. And I have so far only used it rarely, but in certain places, if you have metal, I find that's a nice color to be metal when you have like a streak of blue, a streak of something else. In 172, earth green. Now I'm used to earth green yellowish, and earth green not as dark as I thought it would be, and that's good. You need some variety. You can always make that darker, add a little black. And then 192 is what color? Oh, there it is. Oh, Indian red. This is new to me, so this will be interesting to see. Next is Sanguine, number 188. This is a very orangey brown, and that's coming across that way to make a very orangey horse in my last cowboy and horse painting. So that was handy, and I haven't used it a lot before, and I thought, well, that'll be a good variety. There was a variety of colors in that horse, and orange was a number of them. That one and the one I made up. And then we're going to go to burnt ochre, which I don't know how to describe this color. It definitely can be used as a skin tone. And I guess you would, I guess you need to go lighter at times if you need a lighter color before you add the white, just with colored pencil, but I'll certainly find that out. 273 is warm gray 4. That should look very similar to this paper. So that's going to be hard to see. Possibly. Yes, that's a good gray to have, is the warm gray. Black I'm going to skip. If you don't mind, that's just going to be black. This is the 233 is cold gray. So that's nice. I'm showing those right next to each other. You can see that it has more blue in it. The warm gray would not have, it's more of a brown gray. Warm gray, think of brown gray, and then cold gray, think of blue gray. Okay, so that's all I'm going to show for the colors in this one. And at some point in the future, when I do a Nux colored pencil, I can talk more about how the Caran d'Ache luminance differs from the polychromos from faber-castell that I use. But these are I'm gonna supplement in with the polychromos ones. Violet gray, pink white. So this is like a light flesh, very light. I thought that would be interesting to try. So for very white skin, that might work. It's similar to, it might be too similar to, but it looks a bit lighter than the cinnamon I have, which is not in a set. It might be in the highest set. Well, it would be in the highest one, but polychromos, I do have that one. I special ordered a while back. I do like that one. This is ochre brown ochre 10%. So a very light brown ochre. And a olive brown 10%. The colors are on the bottom. So it's a greenish. Boy, that's really light though. That'll be interesting to try. So if there's any greenish hues on the skin, that might be a good one to try first. And then French gray is another different gray. That looks very similar to warm gray. And I'll just compare those. I wanted to try it. All right, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.